latest in poker news, entertainment, and more. This is the Mark Hoke Show.
All right, everybody. We're back here for show number 2. Got to flip that switch on, and they'll be able to hear you, Nate. Yeah, that's an important part. There you go.
The on switch.
Yes, on, activate.
On.
Wonder Twin Powers fired up. We are live here. Oh my God! Hey, if today's show wasn't enough for you,
wow, tonight's gonna be fun.
That was nutsy enough today. I mean, how often do you get Mike Leah, Tom McAvoy, and Dennis Phillips on the same show?
Never.
You know why? Because we're the freaking best here. That's right, baby.
Always having fun.
Having a great time. Of course, live from the Rio here at the World Series of Poker 2014. And a lot of happy campers and already hearing the tales of woe coming in.
There's out there already, too.
Some brutal stuff happening here at the 2014 World Series of Poker.
That $25,000 buy-in, all those people already lost. They're down to 5 or 6 players right now. Can you imagine losing $25,000 in one tournament, Mark? Who would be mad at you if you lost $25,000 right now?
Well, no one would really be mad at me because I'd be dead. So it is what it is. But, hey, we're very happy to be here. Thank you for joining us. We're live on video for you, and as soon as YouTube or Ustream will let me, we'll have the videos up on YouTube for you, and also we'll get these podcasted for you. Going to be a great time, and of course, a lot happening here in the booth. We're giving away some stuff. We can't forget that.
Not just stuff. $1,000 satellite seat to the World Series main event.
We got a $1,000 satellite seat free. All you got to do is fill out that little slip of paper, or you can do it online. I get those too. Bob Lusk at bluerail.net. What do? I call him up. I'm in the hospital, right? Get in touch with him while I'm in the hospital. Say, Bob, got to get this done. So what happens? Boom, done. Because he's Bob Lusk at Blue Rail.
That's Blue Rail.
They're the best.
Quality customer service.
Gotta love it. So Bob taking care of us out there. Of course, we have so many great sponsors of the show. You know, Katie Stone of the Grindettes is flying around. And guys, if you haven't followed the Grindettes on Twitter,
you're missing out.
You are. They're just 4 amazing women, and you know, all ones I'm very proud to call my friends. Make sure you check them out at grindettes.com, at Grindettes on Twitter, and the Grindettes on Facebook. I'm going to twirl the pen for the show.
I did see Jamie Kerstetter today.
Oh, you did?
I did see her today.
Run Good Pro.
I did see, who else did I see? Well, she just left the booth a minute ago. Stone. Katie Stone.
Yeah, Katie Stone flying
just left
around.
the booth a couple minutes ago. I haven't seen Katie Dozier yet, but I did get to sit at the main event. She was in the main event I played in 2012 and sat at my table.
Matasow is here. Michael Mizrachi is here. Actually, Michael and Robert Mizrachi are here. Just saw Jennifer Tilly.
I've seen Eric
by. Let's see who
Jennifer
else.
Tilly was wearing that surf naked
you
shirt,
are
and I called her out on that. How am I a moron? I got Jennifer Tilly to talk to me because I said, well, I read her shirt that said surf naked. And she said, oops, it was false advertising. She doesn't surf naked.
She doesn't surf.
No.
You missed that part. No, but we're just having a blast. And, you know, wish you were here. And if you're not, well, get down here. Let's go. Come on, man.
Make the dream come true.
And even if you don't want to, you know, play a bracelet event, there's a ton of stuff going on, some great deep stacks events.
10 p.m., 1:35, can't beat it.
I mean, there's some great deals, and, you know, you want to come and play some poker. You know, guys that are getting busted out, well, guess where they're going? You want to play the pros? They're heading over there, man.
Well, this coming up Saturday, Mark, we've got the Millionaire Maker.
The Millionaire Maker.
And that's going to take a lot of confidence. You don't start with a whole lot of chips in the Millionaire Maker.
Nope.
It's really a tough game. And the best way to do it is right now, Jonathan Little and our friends over at floattheturn.com are putting on a seminar here at the Rio on the 31st and the 1st. You can go to floattheturn.com/seminar and use the promo code RIO. Save yourself $100. Sign up for the class coming up on Saturday or Sunday. Or you can also stop by the booth and sign up, and we're giving away one of the seats to one of their last events this year over at the Gold Coast. So that's a little over $500. Oh, Kenna James.
The sexiest man in poker. Yeah, we're not even done setting up yet. One of the sexiest men in poker, and the man who started my acting career.
Mall cop number 99.
Kenna James is here. Jimmy James here, too. He did not throw me off the set. Thank you. Oh, man. Good. You want to hop in here and say hi?
Sure.
All right.
Say hi.
Come on over.
You guys can sit on the couch there.
Kenna's not wearing.
Look at what I've got, Mark. This is I'm really ready for the series. You're gonna.
Okay,
help me
here we go.
You see, this is my backpack, but it.
Okay, so Kenna, you guys can see this at home.
Into cushion.
I forgot to bring mine. What a moron I was. I have one of those.
Hey y'all.
And Kenna is not wearing a hat.
No, I've got the ponytail today.
That's a good look for you. You kind of got the Highlander thing going there.
Did you see what I? Oh, look what I got here.
Oh, bag of goodies.
Yeah,
We're diving in.
I got something. What is in Kenna's backpack? Well, it's been mostly eaten. I've got Advil.
Advil and bananas.
We should have had people guess or something and give them a.
Somebody get me a blender. I want to eat everything that's in his bag at once.
Dollar bills for the strippers. I mean my son's here. I mean not the strippers, the cocktail waitresses.
Okay, all right.
Same thing.
Whatever you say.
Cashews. Let's see.
This is an interesting smoothie.
Power bar.
The triple threat power bar, by the way. I'd like to add.
I mean, I am stocked to the gills here.
Look at this guy.
Car keys. Let's see. Notepad. Oh, I got something today in the mail. I brought it. I should talk in the mic. I guess this is radio, right?
Yeah,
they can't see us.
No, they can. We've got a camera right
there.
And
then
we
got. Oh, we do. This is.
Yes.
Oh my goodness. Hey everybody, how you doing? So this is in my backpack. My apple, banana. This is what I throw to people if they beat me in the hand and call them a banana.
You call You call them a banana?
Always carry the nuts. Very important.
I keep my nuts around too.
And then I got this today in the mail, which is really cool. Eric Raskin, who's an author, interviewed me about a year ago about this 2003 World Series. It's called The Moneymaker Effect.
I have that book as well.
You do? Isn't that cool? I just got it today. Looks cool. And so it's a picture book, which is good for me, you know.
Yeah, that helps you out a lot.
But yeah, I'm right in the lead picture there, so that was pretty cool.
Wow, how'd that happen?
Yeah, check that out. That's the Moneymaker Effect. So go out and buy that.
I'm sorry about the mic stand. I thought I had that fixed, and I apologize.
Yeah, this keeps limping like. There we go. I've got it under control now.
Thank you. I will twist my screw a little harder down there.
All right.
I promise. Kenna, what's new?
Well, I played my first event today. I played the 1K.
Mm-hmm.
What's up, babe?
Raymond Davis always getting attention.
Yeah, Raymond Davis giving the pointy finger. And, I went out early. I had kind of an interesting hand. I had starting stack of 3,000. A guy raised to 75 in middle. Another guy called, and I'm in the small blind. I had king jack of spades. I almost thought about folding, but I called. And it came king, six, deuce, two hearts.
Okay.
So what do? Do you normally lead at this pot, or do you check it?
I'd probably put it the position I'm in. I might fire a little bit.
Position you're in. You're out of position. You're in the
I
small
am out
blind.
of position. I'm saying.
So you
I
fire.
might fire a little one, but it's kind of depending on the players, you know.
All right.
Depending on the players.
Well, I checked because I wanted to check to the original raiser to see what he did first.
Sure.
King, six, deuce, two hearts. So I checked the initial raiser checks, which is nice. And now the button bets, 200. And there's not a lot of wiggle room here, right?
Right.
But I figured the button's betting a lot of different hands here. So I check raised to 600. Original razor folds, and now the button says, how much do you have?
Oh.
So I move my hand to say I got about 2,200 left, 2,300 left. And he thinks for about 15 seconds and then moves all in.
So it kind of sucks to be you at that point.
Kind of, but
sort of.
So now I go into my tank read, and I think, if he had a set, like a set of sixes or deuces, I think he wouldn't have thought as much as he did. So I end up putting him on a flush draw. Of course, I'm going to try and put him on something I can beat, right?
Of course, yeah.
And not king queen. I don't think he would do it king queen. So anyway, eventually I call, and sure enough, he turns over ace nine of hearts for the flush draw, and I get flushed out on the river and out of my first event, which is all right, just unfortunate.
Yeah, very much. Sorry.
That's right. I went and played a satellite, won that, and
there you go, right back in the game.
Back in the game, signed up for tomorrow's 1,500 shootout.
That's going to be an interesting event. I mean, a lot of people that are amateur players, for example, that maybe listening to the show, kind of like to shy away from those shootouts. But if they're looking for strategy to play in a shootout, what would you tell them to coming in here? Because obviously you got to win that table.
Right.
So how differently should they be playing that as opposed to a regular tournament?
A lot differently. Mark, it's a good question. I think first of all, people shy away. You don't know if you're going to show up in Phil Ivey or Daniel Negreanu or somebody's on your table like that, which makes it kind of a rough road to go. But that kind of leads to my tip of strategy that you said is you can't play in fear. So, number one, don't play in fear. Play with confidence. And two, don't get too busy too early, but it's really dependent on your table. You can't really come in with a strategy and say, I'm going to play tight, because sometimes you'll get a table with a lot of gunners on it, and they're out there gambling, and then you should play tight.
Right.
But if the whole table is really battened down and tight, you should actually loosen up and play, and invigorate the action and do that. So
I'm not a big shootout guy. Never have been.
Really? Why not?
I don't know. I just don't. It's never really been my style to try to win a table in a tournament.
Well, don't you do the same thing? Eric Seidel, the great Eric Seidel, walking by. Don't you do the same thing, though, in a regular tournament? Eventually you're going to be to the final table, aren't
Eventually.
you? This is the time to kind of make it like it is a final table.
I kind of wheeze my way through.
But this is your opportunity to kind of plays like the final table, because it is your final table.
It is your final table.
And if you win it, you're in the money already. And you win two of them, you're on the final. So it's kind of cool. I like it. It suits me well. So, and then if I happen to fall, there's the Raz game at 4. I'll probably play that.
There you go. Sounds like fun.
I'm really out for it to try and get some hardware this year.
Well, you've been having a great year. I mean, the last 6 to 8 months. I mean, the Heartland win, the Win Classic. I mean, you've been playing very well.
Thank you.
And,
thanks, Mark.
Some people sometimes forgot about you for a little bit, but you sure
I'm always
reminded
forgotten
me
about,
quick.
but no, that's okay. You know what? It used to be really important to me, the limelight and stuff, and I still enjoy it. I enjoy sitting here talking with you and stuff, but it's just not Umberto Brenes just walking by, the shark. But it's just not, as important to me as it was. I'll put it that way. Right now, there's Greg. It's really cool to just sit here and watch all these great players walk by,
Absolutely amazing.
Carlos Mortensen, world champion, walking by.
Yep.
I mean, Carlos is probably one of the best players ever that I've played against. I mean, seriously, in the top.
Many people do consider him the greatest tournament player out there.
I really do. I've played with everybody on the planet that's any good. I've been fortunate enough to do so. Carlos is right up there. Matter of fact, if I was on a final table at the World Series of Poker, he would be right up there of the people I wouldn't want to see at my table.
No, I wouldn't either. I think there were a lot of people last year that were very happy he didn't make that final table.
He's always putting pressure. He's knows where he's at. His reads are strong, and he just plays with no fear.
Could you imagine what happened if he'd have had time to study everybody last year? Giving Carlos Mortensen a few months to get ready for a final table would have been one of the sickest things we may have ever seen. He might have gone in there.
I don't know.
JC's there obviously,
but I don't know how long he does study. I don't know. People like that are so good in the moment. It doesn't really matter if they have extra time. Really, I don't think. But maybe he does. Maybe he does. That's more like something I would do. I'm into the mind, and I'll go in and break my players down and try and get to know them and understand whether Carlos does that or not. That's a great question. Actually, you should ask that question of people. How much preparation do they do on their opponents if they have time, like, going to a final table the next day or not? Or that'd be an interesting answer I'd like to get from some of the different pros.
Does your son play?
A little bit. He's my son is just getting introduced to the game. His main game is movies and shooting films right now. He's working on a film called Mall Cop 2 with Kevin James.
I've been there.
Yes, you. Well, of course, yeah. Of course, you've been there.
I appreciated that too, Kenna. That was
was
an awesome experience. Of course, if you missed it on KLAV, last time Kenna was on, Kenna said I looked like a mall cop and got me on the set, and I actually ended up. I didn't know if I got to tell you. I ended up right behind everybody in the scene they shot.
Oh yeah.
Did they keep that shoot? You've got to find out for me, Jimmy. You got to find out because if I'm in that movie, there's going to be a party. and we're gonna put Kenna on my shoulders and
that'd be good.
Say bow to Kenna for a while. But it was amazing. So I want to make sure I thank you publicly for that.
Sure, you're
that
welcome.
Was just awesome.
I'm glad you're a part of it, and you can do more. Where there's more films, they're still shooting. Denzel Washington is coming in to shoot a movie. Vegas is getting a lot bigger in the movie, so he's into that, and I'm happy for that. I don't mind if he plays recreationally, but this is a really tough business, and emotionally, financially, in every way, and as most parents do, I'm sure you always hope better for your kids, and I'm real proud of him. He works hard. He's a really good young man, and that's what's most important.
He was tough on me on the set too.
Was he? Yeah.
He's tough.
He's stepping into the role.
That's right. He laid it down out there, man.
Yeah.
I asked him if I could go check my stuff. He's like, no, no, you can wait.
Laid down the law, huh?
He did. But it was an awesome time. Thanks to both of you. I had a blast.
You're welcome.
So.
Are you playing any events? What's going on with you?
I may consider trying to get some backing for one.
Nice, guys.
I may ask. I tried last year, and then half my backing didn't come through. So
you've got a big audience to ask, I would think. We should put a bucket. We should put like a pot right here called Mark's Buy-In. Just for people that are walking by can throw in $1. People can phone in, $5 or whatever.
And you know what? When that bucket gets $2, that's going to be kind of humiliating.
No, that's all right. Then it becomes a joke.
Yeah.
So you can't lose.
Well, someday I'll get to play you. That'd be fun.
Oh, you're talking about for the main event?
No, just playing you.
Just playing me.
I haven't got to play you.
Well,
we got to get satellite. You, me, and Dutch, and a few other guys come over to the house.
I saw Dutch. I saw Dutch walking out yesterday. Said he's back in Vegas. We're gonna get together. Dutch he's got a mind on him, doesn't he?
Yes, he does. Great book, dude. I don't know if he sends you a copy of the book. But
no, what is it again?
Poker Tilt.
Poker Tilt. I got to write that down. I want to get it because I don't want to not read that.
It's an absolutely amazing book.
See, this is why I have my pad here.
See, right there on the wall.
I'm excited. I actually started work on a book, and I should be out by this time next year. That I'm hoping. I mean, you know how that goes.
Yeah.
My father started writing a book and never finished it.
Oh, jeez.
So I figure I can pick up that journey for him. Try and finish one.
Oh, take his book. You write part of it. Let Jimmy finish it.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
Hey, I like it. You got couches, nice couches and chairs.
Yeah.
Sexy women here. You've got it all going on here.
Well,
I think this is better than your other spot.
I think so too. This is a great place.
You've got a premium spot here, man.
It's all right. It's all right.
This is awesome. I mean, that's really cool. So what's the schedule here? What's your
1 o'clock and 6:30 every day
for how long?
till the end of the World Series.
No, but I mean,
Oh.
it goes from 1 to 6:30?
Oh, 1 to 3, and then 6:30 to 8.
Well, these people got to know that. So
Yeah.
I see, because I didn't know. Because I
Well-
could be at home while I'll be playing. But
Well, I didn't want to bug you. I figured I'd see you
no.
over here.
When is it? Where is
1 to
where's
3.
the pen? Give me the pen.
Here,
again.
just keep the pen.
Wow.
Kenna James, everybody.
1
to 3. 6:30 to 8.
And where do you find it?
MarkHokeShow.com. How about that? Pretty simple.
Mark Hoke Show. We got to get this out there. I got to tweet it first of all. MarkHokeShow.com.
And of course, we'll still be on KLAV too, so don't forget that.
And do you do you do any roaming? Do you take the camera out and do any roaming?
We have some equipment coming, so we're
Beautiful.
We'll have some fun.
So it's a boiler room project right now that's trying to get out of the basement, basically.
Now we're a little past basement because they're actually going to be on another radio station here coming up soon too. So
Really?
see, Kenna's not looking at the booth because he's all these beautiful. Mhm.
Awesome. And I'm happy for you. Really, I'm going to blow some smoke up your ass for a second. But, you do a great job. I like your format. It's fun. It's entertaining. Lighthearted, And then you get somebody serious like me on there just to give it some balance.
We love it. It's great. We always have a great time. Can
I have my own spot? Can I have my
Yes.
own spot? Like when
Done.
I come on, can we call it like the Poker Mind with Kenna James?
We'll figure
or
something out.
something. Come up with something.
Just grease the palms and anything happens, bro.
Grease the palms. You got it. I think I've got those dollars. Here you go.
There you go.
There's
Time for your segment.
10,000 more, 9,999 more of those, and you're in, baby.
Boom, done. That's great.
Wow. I mean, do you talk strategy? Is it entertainment? What is?
We're mostly, we bring guys like you on and let people get to know them. We really.
What would you like to know?
Geez, I already asked you about your family and your life, and
So you got
So
to know
where
me.
so what are you drinking tonight?
That's a good question. Actually, Jackson's Bar. I'm gonna go to dinner with these fine folks.
So who are those beautiful ladies over there, by the way?
Well, this is my son's girlfriend Tara, and this is my really good friend Christine. And my girlfriend's not here right now, but she may join us. I don't know. You never know who's going to show up.
No, you don't.
This is what's beautiful about being here is you're seeing these immense halls with all these beautiful people walking by. At the massage girls.
A friend of yours?
Yeah,
all right.
she's explored my body a little bit.
God bless her. It must have been a horrible journey, but what are you going to do?
Of course, I had to pay her. But
Yeah, you can't win them all, buddy.
You
We
know.
all get old.
if I look like this guy here, maybe not.
then we'd be in a little better shape. Yeah.
Security guard looks like Terminator just walked by. Anyway, so I'm probably overstaying my welcome, but I'll pop now. I know where you're at. I'll pop in. I'll give you updates. So we're out of event number 1, but I feel really good. As a matter of fact, while I was registering, I just ran into Eric. Eric, one of the famous Erics.
One of those Eric poker players, yeah. Easy E Eric, yeah.
Yeah, guess.
Yeah.
All right, let's guess who it is.
Eric Rappaport?
No, not Eric Rappaport. Not Eric Seidel.
Eric Lindgren.
Eric Lindgren. That's right. And his lovely wife. And he says, "Man, you look good." He says, "Boy, I see it. I see it on you, man. I think you're going to do it this year." So it's nice to get his vote.
Wow, if you've got the Eric Lindgren glow.
I got the Eric Lindgren.
that's
Lindgren
huge.
picked up on my aura.
Man.
So maybe it's tomorrow. I don't know. But I will stop in sometime tomorrow afternoon. I'll let you know how it's going and think about my segment.
Okay.
I'm going to pack up my banana.
Look at it. It trashed my table, though.
This isn't me. This is, look, that's ashes or something.
Who did that? Was that Nate Dowling? Somebody did that.
That's Nate.
Oh. Beatings will need to commence.
Did you see Nate's media badge?
Yeah, I saw it.
It looks like a wanted poster.
Yeah, something happened on the way to heaven there. I think directions got changed.
Oh.
Yes, that is the wife.
Your girlfriend's called. Oh, that's the wife.
Oh, I can't believe my wife's not here and you didn't get to meet her.
I'm looking.
That's
forward
coming.
To that.
That's coming soon.
No, you
I
better.
promise.
Yeah. All right, guys. Hey, support Mark Hoke. He's awesome. Yeah, we need people like him in our community, just to give us some, great entertainment, great fun, as well as some good reporting and everything else you do. Thank you so much.
Kenneth, always
All
a
right,
pleasure.
I'll see you guys on the turn.
Here's your $1 back.
No, keep it.
Hey, I got a tip. All right. There you go. Kenna James, everybody.
My backpack and hitting the road.
Off he goes, riding into the sunset. The guy is something else. I'll tell you what. Kenna James, over the past 3 years of doing this show, has been one of my favorite guests. Always a pleasure to have him on. And wow, something else. Nate.
Welcome back.
Kenna. Let's give him a round of applause.
Thank you for stopping by.
Kenna
See you again
James.
soon, sir.
Well, we got the girls with you didn't applaud. What am I supposed to do? Jeez.
As long as they applaud at the end.
Yeah, there you go. All right, so actually that's my pen, but that's all right. Jesus, gives me $1, steals the pen. See you, Jimmy.
At least you paid for the pen,
Wow.
but then you made him give it back. Indian giver.
So awesome. Kenna James, everybody. Boy, we didn't even get to talk about what's going on tonight, so we need to get a commercial break in. We're going to come right back because, of course, we have a final table finishing up in here. We got 25K and some other great events coming.
I don't think that one's being live streamed either.
I don't know. I'm not sure.
According to
That's
last
their
night,
fault.
They said no.
Well,
They said there wasn't going to be a final table stream today.
what are you going to do? All right. So
Go sit in another room and watch it.
yeah, there you go. All right, so let's take a break, and we will come back and get you an update on what's going on. And, man, it's already been a crazy day here
It's
on
just
the
gonna
Mark
get
Hoke
better.
Show. And
Look at all the models waiting for us, Mark. Let's go.
I know.
Off the break. Come on.
God. Do
Look
you
at
really
them
want to? No, I'm
I
going to
just
make
fell
you.
in love
I'm gonna
5
make you wait.
times.
Oh. Let's take a break. We'll be right back.
Nine poker players on a dramatic path to glory with unbelievable twists and turns that will keep you on the edge of your seat. It's the Final 9 comic from Room 110 Publishing. Go to final9comic.com to download the first issue preview and get ready for the official launch coming soon. 9 will become 1, one way or another. Final9comic.com. And for more details, make sure to follow them on Twitter and like them on Facebook at Final 9 Comic.
One man, his lucky shirt, an unforgettable night, and a winning streak that never seemed to end. That's how Blind Squirrel began, and we haven't looked back since. We make the clothes that we want to wear for the places where we want to look and feel our best. The game, the speakeasy, and the casino floor. Blind Squirrel's small batch, high-quality gear is for people too busy grabbing life by the nuts to bother with crappy, ill-fitting clothing. Because like you, we prefer our nights long, our drinks strong, and our lucky shirt to be our most comfortable. So look good, be lucky, and visit blindsquirrelapparel.com for your new favorite shirt. As an added bonus, you'll receive 20% off your purchase with the promo code HOKE, H-O-K-E. You can also pick up Blind Squirrel apparel at the Borgata in Atlantic City and in Las Vegas at all Missouri stores at Mandalay Bay, Monte Carlo, the Mirage, and MGM Grand. Look good and be lucky with Blind Squirrel Apparel.
The heat is on. Whether you're in the hot seat of a major poker tournament or just dealing with everyday life, stay cool with a brand new Arctic Blue cooling towel. Just wet your reusable and durable Arctic Blue cooling towel in cold water and you'll have instant cooling relief at your fingertips for up to 5 hours. The towel is lightweight and pliable, so you can keep it handy no matter where you are. Plus, it's absorbent enough to make sure you and your clothes stay dry while you stay cool. No need to sweat it out, no matter what you're doing, when you have an Arctic Blue cooling towel handy. So get the same cooling towel used by professional athletes, poker players, first responders, physical therapists, U.S. automakers, and even reality TV stars. So what are you waiting for? Visit them today at arcticblu.com and pick yours up today. Plus, enter the discount code MarkHokeShow when you check out and get 15% off plus free shipping to keep some of your cold hard cash in your wallet. It's like the Arctic Blue Bear says, it's not cool to be hot. So pick up your Arctic Blue cooling towel today.
Your business and promotion will only go as far as your website will take you. That's why the Mark Hoke Show has only trusted one name for over 2 years, BlueRail.net. Whether you need custom website design and development packages or simply need a host for your website, Blue Rail is the only developer to turn to. It's time to discover the world-class personalized service only the Blue Rail team can provide. Visit us at BlueRail.net and call 520-822-5128 right now for your free consultation today. So get on board at BlueRail.net. How far do you want to go? RunGoodGear.com is one of poker's premier online stores for apparel. Their mission is to provide poker players with stylish and comfortable clothes for their daily grind. You've probably seen Run Good Gear at the World Series of Poker through Run Good Poker Pro Rob Salaburo or around the country through the WSOP circuit. Today, RunGoodGear.com is the place to go to gear up for the poker felt. So go there now with the promo code HOKE, that's HOKE, for 10% off your entire online purchase. Remember Hoke. Now go gear up.
Tough day at the belt? Get off tilt and unstuck by escaping to the desert for an extreme off-road adventure with Sun Buggy Fun Rentals. We have the biggest fleet of off-road vehicles known in the universe. And since we know poker players aren't exactly early risers, we now offer after-dark tours for all you night owls. And don't forget to stop by the Mark Hoke Show WSOP booth at the Rio to win a free Sun Buggy experience. Please call us 24/7 at 1-866-728-4443 and visit us at www.sunbuggy.com. Call us now and take the off-road ride of your life with Sun Buggy Fun Rentals.
Want more of The Mark Hoke Show? Then follow us on Twitter at Mark Hoke Show and like our Facebook page at The Mark Hoke Show for show news and outstanding poker content from around the world. Plus, enjoy the show anytime by subscribing to our podcasts on iTunes or at markhokeshow.podbean.com. We're even on your mobile phone at markhokeshow.podbean.com/mobile. Thanks for listening and being a part of The Mark Hoke Show.
Now, let's return to the Mark Hoke Show. The Mark Hoke Show. Here again, your host, Mark Hoke.
Wow, couldn't have timed that any better, Nate Dowling.
No, I couldn't have. I'm sorry. I was talking to Jason Tran about that. With all American Dave's
All right.
I'll stand you up for Jason Tran.
I understand. It's okay. So you on break or? Make sure you talk. You got to talk right into that mic.
I did not want to say this last I seen he's in Herbert working the $25,000. So I did not want to give good vibes or bad vibes either way. You know what I mean?
No vibage.
No vibes.
No vibes.
Want to leave his conscience alone. He's got a lot of big decisions to make if he's still in there.
He is.
I think they're still on dinner break.
He is. I'm checking to see if I have something here just for fun.
Isn't it like $800,000 for first year?
I'll let you know in a second. But I do not have the vibrator repair soundbite. I need to get that.
Vibrator repair.
Thank God, vibrator repair. Thank God. Let's take a look at what is going on here at the World Series tonight. Of course, we did have our first bracelet winner as the employees event finished up. Chad didn't win.
Nope. Roland did.
So yeah, so good for him. But
He played really well. If you didn't watch that live stream last night, he was making a lot of checks. He was the least aggressive World Series poker champion I have ever seen on a live stream. He was checking things down. He was playing his cards the way he expected his opponents to play against him.
Yeah.
He was playing really well. He deserved to win.
Yeah. So, but we are, of course, everybody focused right now on event number 2, the Mixed Max No Limit Hold'em event. And as of right now, I'm just going to refresh this, just make sure that is the current board. And yes, it is. And of course, walking by is Vanessa Selbst in 3rd place there.
I missed it.
Look at this guy. Seriously serious. Look at this guy. He's always serious.
Seriously.
I love this job. So 5 players left, and this is a very interesting final table. The restaurant owner, Al DeCarolis, is leading the way. He did lose the chip lead for a little while, but he has taken it back over. He's at $3.2 million right now, and J.C. Tran right on his heels, $3,150,000. So basically a dead heat between those two. Vanessa Selbst in 3rd at $1.7 million. Jason Moe, who had the chip lead and then let it slip away, but he did manage to double up just a little while ago.
Now, he's a huge online player, if you haven't heard of him before, because yesterday I looked at it, and Katie Stone actually had to tell me who he was and why he's not unknown in the real poker
tell everybody
world.
a little bit about him.
He's a huge online grinder. That's what Katie was able to tell me. Okay. I don't know as much about him as I should.
Okay, well, we can look that up. Jason Moe's at $1.28 million, and Matt Giannetti, the man who I thought should have won the World Championship a few years ago. He was my pick. Unfortunately did not, but, that's all right.
He's got a chance right now, 5 left.
He's over 1 million chips right now. The blinds are at 15,000, 30,000, 5,000 in.
Play.
Yeah,
no need to panic yet.
Yeah, no hurry on this. And as for your question about that prize pool in this 25K, we have the WSOP Action Club. That's not what I was. Not exactly what I was looking for there, but thank you very much. 131 players entered this event. $25,000 buy-in prize pool was $3.1 million. That's
a lot of money.
That'll buy you a lot of hash house at go-go there.
Amen.
Winner will be walking out with $871,148.
Now, see what I don't like about this, Mark. 3rd and 4th place make the same amount of money.
That is interesting.
It is.
But the thing is, you only got 16 spots paying. It's only 131,000
only,
or 131 player tournament.
Only.
So.
I wish I would have had 25,000. I crushed 120 man, 150 man tournaments.
It would have been fun. The winner getting 871,000. Second place pick up 538,308. 3rd and 4th get 290,622. 5th gets 171,461 and a date with Brett Collison.
He's like, okay. He's walking away with his All-American Dave's food. That stuff's great. All these guys are staying healthy this year. I like that.
Man, got to be smart. I mean, people are understanding more and more the value of having good nutrition to get through this 7-week grind. You just can't eat burgers and junk all week long.
You can't eat Snickers bars. You'll still be the same diva at the poker table if you just eat a Snickers bar and don't actually get something healthy in you.
I could eat Snickers bars. That'd be all right. It's peanut butter. It's chocolate. The peanut butter, the peanuts are very important.
The protein.
Get the protein out of it.
Yeah.
Chocolate for the caffeine, and, I'll just go have a shot of Jack Daniels, and
sugar
I got
for
a good
the carbs.
meal.
Yeah. Caramel for the carbs.
Yeah. Works for me.
Caramel. Speaking of caramel.
So that's where we are right now on
strawberry shortcake.
You're worse than I am.
Ooh, hot cocoa. Let me tell you.
Oh my God. And some chats and some people in the chat box. Good to see everybody there. I am Greek. I must throw out the opa. Opa. Very important. You must do the opa.
Opa.
Flipper Fair is in there. Casino Examiner. Casino Examiner is asking, is it cold at the Rio? Because Kenna was wearing a sweatshirt or something there.
It's 107 degrees outside. It's 69 in here.
Yeah. this is one of the things you have to be prepared for when you come to the World Series. It kills rookies because of the amount of people that are in this building, and especially in such confined spaces, they've got to crank the air conditioning up in this place. Because if they don't, I mean, we felt it last year when Daniel did all the complaining last year about how cold it was, and they put it up 2 degrees. It was a significant difference in this building. I mean, just for us, when we were around doing, you were doing the WSP Academy booth, and I was doing my shows, you really felt it.
Yeah,
Because,
absolutely.
I mean, when you're moving thousands and thousands of people around all the time, man, you got to watch that temperature, and that.
And then they close the rooms to the doors during breaks, which stops the air from flowing in and out of each room, which really changes the temperature. And that 2-degree temperature change when they close the doors is about a 10-degree hallway change.
Yeah, it's important. So yes, make sure you bring a little sweatshirt on and come down. You'll be able to buy an extra shirt from us, maybe from Blind Squirrel Apparel, Run Good Gear.
If not, you can always check out the onesie.
I have not gotten to peruse the booths yet.
Oh, you haven't checked out the onesies yet?
No,
you gotta go see the model wearing the onesie, dude. Oh, talk about falling in love. Spinner.
Wow.
Spinner.
Flipper Fair, thank you for wishing me well. I do appreciate it. I am back in pretty good health, feeling good.
Your complexion's even coming back from the difference from this morning to now is impressive.
Well, that was because I was a dumbass and I lifted a bunch of boxes this morning. That was not smart on my part.
It was just a little work, Mark. You'll be just fine.
But blood seeped out of my body just a few hours before that. So
the loud noise everybody's hearing is a money cart going by.
Chris Spears pushing the cart. And Chris Spears almost ran over the camera, too.
It's Elvis, the poker dealer.
Yes.
Would you like to come over and sit down and be interviewed for a second,
the
sir?
greatest.
Come on over here and sit right here.
The world. The world, yeah, pretty much.
Well, hello.
We have our first dealer stopping by, and God, you can't beat it. It's Elvis. Elvis, how are you?
I'm very good, thank you very much.
So, how many years have you been dealing here at the World Series?
Well, this is my 30th year, so
wow.
I'm really looking for the gold watch.
Is it coming?
Well, somebody should give me a gold watch.
Well, I hope they do that. I mean, that is incredible.
30 years. I gave my dad a gold watch, so somebody ought to give me a gold watch.
Well, you know what? I'm going to go talk to Ty Stewart about that.
All right, okay.
That should be taken care of. So, over 30 years of dealing at the World Series, you must have seen so much here. I mean, between here and Binions, and I mean, what has the experience been like dealing this thing for such a long time?
Well, I learned that the loss factor is what nobody talks about. It's like if pro golfers had to pay for so dearly to play and then they lost. It wouldn't be near as exciting. So that's why in poker, you hear about everybody winning, but then, there's thousands that lose also, and so that's the beauty of the game is that the challenge is really to overcome the loss factor.
Yeah, it's that is very true. So many people come out here. You hear about these guys that win bracelets and win all the money, but for there's thousands of people that come through these halls and don't go home very happy campers.
Right.
And then they get mad at you guys, which is just unbelievable.
Well,
it's gotten better over the years, though.
Yeah, it has. Yeah, we've stopped the dealer abuse. It was a long time ago, but I don't want to get into that. But everything is better, and there is less dealer abuse today than there was years ago.
So take me back over 30 years. What are some of your greatest memories of dealing the World Series of Poker?
Well, I remember mostly I deal live because that's my personality. I like to deal live, and but as far as dealing in the tournaments, I have dealt some of the final tables, and I intend to deal some more. But I just think I really it's no fluke that the same players win over time and time again. I mean, there are premier players, and just like in any activity or sport or challenge events. So, you have to give credit where credit's due, and I don't want to name any names, but so everybody knows who the premier players are, and it's really fun to know them and to deal with them.
Get to deal to Unger.
Oh yeah.
What was that like? I mean, because everybody wants to know about Stewie Unger.
Well, he everybody thought he stuttered, but what he really was doing was buying time to think about what he was. He could think so fast that he could slow you down by stuttering, and so he'd he'd say like you bet, and of course other people were just quiet, sit there quietly, but he would talk and be thinking strategy while he's talking, and so that's some of the things that he did that
the level of his mind in the play was just something that we may never see again in this game, will we? Amazing.
Yes. I like Stu. He just had some bad habits, being from the street and stuff like that. But yeah, he was really a good player.
So tell us a little bit about being Elvis here at the World Series. Of course, it's Las Vegas. We love Elvis here.
Yeah.
It's a landmark. What is it like to do Elvis at the table?
Well, I usually they say, "Can you sing?" And I go, "Of course I can sing." And so then I tell them, "Viva Las Vegas."
Yeah.
And then I also tell them, "Don't be cruel," I'm all shook up. Oh.
That is awesome. Oh my God. Yeah. So, in terms of what things are like today for you guys, I know that there's some very interesting schedules and a lot of new games coming up. We have the Dealer's Choice event coming up. What is it like for you guys this year in terms of actually putting in the time and working and doing some of these different events and the new ones?
Well, it's ever changing, and they've changed the rules. Now they have the what's the name of it? The rules.
The first card off the deck?
No. But the rules. Trying to think of it. The players, the management. I'm lost for words here. What's it called? The rules that govern the
TDA rules.
Yeah, the TDA rules. So they've refined those real well, and but anyway, so it was really nice to be interviewed. I gotta go to work.
Oh yeah, well let's
That's
go.
why I was lost for words.
Oh, no problem. I don't want you to be late, my friend.
Well, in the words of Elvis, thank you very much.
You got it. Good to see you.
All right, thank you.
There you go, everybody. Elvis. What more can you say?
Elvis just left the booth.
God, this is the greatest show on earth.
Where else can you run into Elvis and Daniel Negreanu on the same day?
Unbelievable.
I haven't seen Daniel today, actually.
I have not.
I'd seen him yesterday. I did not see him today. But did see Phil Ivey. I've seen almost everybody. Helmuth, I've seen them all.
Have you seen Fire and have you seen Rain?
I've seen Fire. Yeah.
I'm just checking.
All right.
It's important. Oh my God! Can you tell I was in the hospital for 3 days, kids?
He missed out on the first days of the World Series of Poker. If you had a media badge, would you miss out on the first day of the World Series of Poker? I didn't think so.
Well,
I wouldn't even let him check me into the hospital.
What am I going to do?
He'll learn after.
I wanted to get out.
You don't want to be in the hospital in Las Vegas. The doctors are horrible. They just want to get out and go play slot machines.
Now I'm gonna counter that. I'm just be very frank. The team up in Mountain View Hospital. If you ever have an issue when you're out here in Las Vegas,
right there on Lake Mead, right? Right off,
Lake Mead, a little up 95.
Yep.
The staff in Mountain View Hospital was outstanding, and I want to give them a personal thanks because I had not been checked in overnight in a hospital since I was 12. And I hate needles. Hate them. They took great care of me, despite shoving it. Yeah, I'm a little.
He's still got the adhesive on his arms.
Yeah,
Somebody needs to put up the little recipe on how to get the adhesive off your arms, please.
I am all messed up. I had adhesive in my armpit hair this morning. That was the worst.
Yeah, because especially if you wake up and it's stuck together.
I was taking a shower and gack.
Ow.
But on a serious note, the staff in Mountain View were absolutely outstanding, and I really appreciated how well they took care of me. And
I will say this, Mark. If you do come to the World Series of Poker, try not to eat eggs.
Okay.
Because eggs here in Las Vegas will make you more sick than anywhere else.
Okay.
We just don't have fresh eggs.
So, there you go. Some more advice from Nate Dowland, everybody.
I've seen
It's
too many
good
people
stuff.
get sick from eggs. I've even gotten sick from the eggs here.
I've done okay on eggs. I haven't had a problem. But, hey, who knows?
Says the guy that just got out of the hospital from food
well,
poisoning.
it's not defined exactly what happened.
Huh.
I would lean towards I had food poisoning, but
Yeah.
it was kind of weird because Amanda and Kristen actually got a slightly bit sick too, and
That was a couple days later, right?
yeah, but yeah.
Well,
so kind of weird.
I was sick
so.
like 3 weeks ago doing the same.
Well,
thing
maybe
you
it's your
were.
damn fault.
Well, no, it's just.
Is it your fault that I had to get a camera shoved down my throat?
No.
I had a tube up my nose. You know,
I didn't go to the hospital.
Up your nose with a rubber hose is real, everybody. Vinny Barbarino was not lying. That sucked. Oh, my God. By the way, I can tell I'm officially now a World Series true veteran, my third year here, when I recognize the massage girls. I've seen about 4 or 5 of them that I've recognized.
Again, another group of employees here that you could fall in love with.
Yeah, it's all right. We're having a good time. Let's take a look at. Let's get down to some poker.
Poker.
Good God.
What's that?
Yeah, that game that game that everybody's here to play and try and win some big bucks.
I wish I had enough money to just roll around and on a
it's all
little
right.
wheelchair just for the hell of it. Not because I'm lazy.
Let's take a look at event number 3 that kicked off yesterday.
PLO, my favorite game in the whole world.
We had the Pot Limit Omaha event, and let's
PLO.
see where that one is at. 1,128 entrants, one of the biggest PLO events ever in the history of the game. There are 23 left.
That's amazing. They've already gotten through that entire field.
Got $1 million, $1,000. Now, this is awesome. $1,000 buy-in, broke $1 million prize pool.
Wow, for PLO.
For a
PLO is
tournament.
getting big. They've been telling you that PLO is the future for the last 5 years. Nobody believed you. Now, here it is. It's the future. It's got $1 million prize pool. That's sick.
So here's where it is at the moment. Matthew Ryan is leading the way with 233,000 chips. Brandon Shaq Harrison second at 220,000. Here we go. My first Russianish name. Curtis Krushelniski. There we go. Curtis Krushelniski, 215,000. And look who's sitting right there in fourth at 214.
He's wearing, and the reason why is because he got rid of the Orioles jersey. He's wearing a Detroit Tigers jersey today. The very, very man himself, Greg Merson.
He won the world championship in an Orioles jersey.
Yeah, and he still knows who the best team is. He's wearing a Verlander jersey.
I shook his hand today and wished him luck. That's what happened.
Yeah,
I gave him some Mark Hoke show run good.
It's
no,
all
seriously. Greg Merson
it's all on the hopeless one.
Greg Merson at 214,000. Andrew Patterson in fifth at 210. Robert Paddock in sixth. We got Lauren Klein in seventh, and some other notables.
She was leading the way. Lauren Klein was leading the way earlier today.
Stephen Chidwick is still in there. Jason Somerville is in 14th place.
Run it up.
So we'll keep running it up for a little while. And, yeah, those are all your remaining notables. So 23 left in that one. So, some big names there. But, boy, wouldn't that be something to have Greg Merson pick up a bracelet early in this World Series? That'll get some attention.
He's on my fantasy team, so I'm kind of hoping he does. There's a good score. So, Ivy went out of the money, and the 25,000 cost me points. My fantasy team, jackass.
Wow. The bitterness coming from you tonight.
He's supposedly the best player in the world. He can't cash.
You're bitter.
He goes out 2 away. He bubbles. Really? The best player in the world bubbles? Makes me feel good about my game.
So you're griping about Phil Ivey messing up your fantasy team. Eggs and Las Vegas hospitals.
Yeah. All right.
Anything else? Anything else?
Hookers are too expensive, according to Raymond Davis.
Oh, for the love of God!
He thought one of them stole some money out of his room, and
well, actually, there apparently was a few thefts in the Rio here the last couple of days. One room, guy lost like $35,000 from what I was told.
They've been budging doors.
Not good.
Make sure you lock your door when you leave. Make sure you push it.
Event number 4, No Limit Hold'em. That kicked off today, $1,000 buy-in. Obviously still a long way to go, but some interesting names in there. Right now we'll get to call the name of your current leader. Isidro Cifuentes is out in front.
You
So
said that so easily.
I know.
Not one of those Russian names.
Yeah. Leading the way, he's got a whole whopping 31,000 chips. Jeremy Dresch up top. But Mark Radoja, you guys may remember him from winning the big heads-up tournament last year. So former bracelet winner. Off to a decent start here in this event.
Eric Frolick's on
Eric
that
Frolick,
list.
yeah. Efro is, he's due.
He's back.
Good to see him. Alex Farad, who I got to talk to a little bit. Of course, Run Good Gear Pro with a whopping 18,000. Of course, not everybody's reported in. Faraz Jaka's got 18,000. Greg Mueller on the board there. Amanda Baker. Let's see who else we've got. Eric Baldwin, Amanda Musumeci is here. I need to text her.
Ooh, you got her number?
You bet.
Hey, baby, how you doing?
Blake Bond is here. We need to get the Bond man. Get some Team Poker Joker stuff on him. Give him a nice hat or something. Let's see. And Jeff Gross in that event as well, along with Tony Polychronopoulos. Athanasios. I just didn't feel like saying. He says, "Call me Tony," so I keep it simple.
Call him what?
Tony.
Oh, all right.
That's what he asks. So a lot of big names still rolling it there in event number 4. Event number 5, we'll pull that one up for you real quick. That one kicked off just a couple of hours ago.
This is a pretty good one too.
The dreaded limit deuce to 7 lowball event, $10,000 buy-in.
No interest.
Registration not closed yet, so they haven't listed who all is in there. But obviously some big names playing this tournament. We've got David Bach in there, Ali Islami, Randy Ole, Chino Ream is hanging out in there. Chris
That's where all those
Klodnicki.
guys were going.
Yeah. Scotty Abrams playing. Tom Schneider, the Donkey Bomber, who
he's
I
a crusher.
know it makes you laugh, but I'll tell you what, the guy wins bracelets and he knows what he's doing in these mixed game events. Very dangerous player. So,
and I tell you what, if you are a blind man, you can see his clothing.
Oh yeah, absolutely, it helps. The hallway's a little dark. We're good. Tom Schneider in there. David ODB Baker. Sean Chacon is hanging out in there. John Hennigan managed to get away from Joe Stapleton and is playing poker. Thank God for him. Justin Bonomo, Barry Greenstein, saw him. Paul Volpe is here. Scott Clements, John Manette, Jason Mercier, Phil Ivey, Jeff Lysandra, Marco Johnson, Phil Locke, Elia Lesra, Josh R.A. The list goes on and on and on.
Phil Ivey, there he is again. Come on, Phil.
He's
Money this time, will you, please? I need some points.
He's up there, Spanky. All right, so firing up the $10,000.
Dan Kelly. It's just anybody who's anybody in poker is playing the $10,000 deuce to 7 low ball.
It's very intriguing because for people that like to play the non-Hold'em games like myself, if someone plopped $10,000 in my lap and said, "Hey, you want to play this?" I don't think I'd think twice. I'd just go ahead and do it. It's just a lot of fun. I mean, you're swimming in sharks. Odds not the best, but what an experience it would be to just sit down with a group of all-stars like that and play for a bracelet. I may get destroyed, but it would be something else. So,
Millionaire Maker coming up. They're all going to be playing it.
Yeah, we are getting ready for that big one coming up here this weekend.
Oh, I can't wait. And if you want to get your game up to that level, get a hold of floattheturn.com/seminar. Sign up today using the code RIO. Tell them the Mark Hoke Show sent you using the code RIO, and you'll save $100 and gets some of the greatest training. It includes more than just the seminars. You also get a bunch of videos from not just Jonathan Little, but also Elliot Rowe, poker hypnotist, and MMA fighter hypnotist. Excellent guy, but Jonathan Little actually used to sell the video series for $6.99 that he's giving away. It's over 10 hours of videos. He's giving it away when you sign up for the Academy, so you're getting tons and tons of value.
Big score. There you go.
Big score. Here comes Mama.
J.C. Tran, now the leader in event number 2. Looks like Vanessa Selps and Matt Gianetti both got clipped. JC is up to $3.6 million. Aldi Carolus at $2.995. Jason Moe 1.6. Vanessa Selps just under $1 million. Matt Giannetti just over $500,000.
Told you I didn't want to mess with JC's mojo.
So these blinds at $20,000, $40,000. Yeah, not death yet, but some of these short stacks got to get rolling. But of course, a lot of people really thinking Vanessa Selps was going to take this thing down. But you got JC Tran sitting there. He's still a little bitter about the final table last year. So not going to be shocked if JC Tran didn't come out here firing and take this thing down. Yeah, pretty exciting. And speaking of exciting, by the way, we got to make sure that we talk about a great event going on here in Las Vegas coming up by one of our great sponsors of the show here for the World Series, our good friends at the PPC, the Players Poker Championship Poker Tour, is holding the Golden Nugget Desert Open. That is coming up here at the end of the month.
One of the nicer places to play with my buddy, the Duke of Fremont Street.
Oh,
he's
fun
always
place.
playing down there at the Golden Nugget. You can walk in. He's playing 1-2 no limit hold'em with $60,000 sitting in front of him.
Barney Boatman. Hey, it's Barney.
Mr. Boatman.
Oh my gosh, Barney, do you have a second to say hi to everybody here real quick?
Hi, everybody.
Well, come on over.
Yeah, come on over and say hi. Because as Barney won his bracelet last year, and I didn't get the interview because everybody hoarded him back to England. Of course, one of the original Hendon Mobs, and honor to have you finally on the show.
It's a pleasure to be here.
Good to see you, my friend.
Thank you.
Hey, well, I got to ask you about that real quick because I never got to ask the question.
What question?
After all that time and all the great things you did for poker, that bracelet, what went through your mind when you hit that last hand and won it?
Well, I think I said it a couple of times, but I had no idea how much it was going to mean until it actually happened. Of course, the fact of it having come here, and I tightened it up. I probably played around about 100 bracelet events over the years, and had a few final tables and a few shots. But the thing that made it really special was that my brother was there, and a lot of my friends were there, and a lot of the young Brit players and Irish players as well that I know and respect, and they all shared in it. Not only they shared in it, they helped it to happen. So it was it was a real joint. It felt like a real party, and it made it feel very special.
When you finally got that bracelet in your hand, where does that rank amongst all the great things you've done in the game? Because I mean, for people that don't know, of course, Barney Hendon Mob, and one of the greatest British players of all time, and one of the best players ever, really.
Oh, come on.
Oh, come on! Don't be. You can. It's okay. We can tell the truth around here. It's all right. Where does that rank?
If surviving is good, then I'm good because I've hung in there. That's what I've done. That's my big achievement, really. But where does it rank? Well, I mean, it's out there. It's out there on its own, really. Because it's ever since we were playing in little home games and playing in £10 tournaments at the Vic, we used to hear stories about the World Series, and some of the guys who've been playing a bit longer, people like Surinder and Mickey Wernick, and people you might have heard of, and the Devilfish, would come back from Vegas and talk about it, and they, people were talking hushed tones about this tournament where you could win $1 million. $1 million, and you've got 10,000 chips. What are you going to do with all those chips? And obviously you just had to wait for races. That's the only way to play. So it was like a legendary. I remember coming over the first time, and I won a little free roll thing and got a trip over, and hung about at Binion's and saw Telly Savalas playing, and and it was so exciting, and it's always been, and I remember actually that I think it was 1999. Me and this French player Pascal Perrault, who's a good friend of mine, we both won a $200 rebuy satellite to get a seat in the main event, and we went out and we celebrated. We came and celebrated here at the Rio, actually, at the Voodoo Lounge.
There you go.
Which was somewhere I wanted to go because I read about it in Fear and Loathing.
Oh, there you go.
And I don't think I'd ever enjoyed winning anything as much as I enjoyed winning a seat in the main event in the World Series until I won that bracelet.
Wow.
Nothing in between was quite as exciting. So it's always been about this. It's always been about the World Series for us.
Yeah, and of course we're back here again You got a little time to reflect on everything. What are your plans for this year's World Series?
Well,
some great events coming up too.
There are, and actually a lot of them at the beginning. I think this is the first time I've come right from the beginning. I'm going to. I tend to come about halfway through and play a bit of cash at the Wins and the Palms, and maybe here sometimes, and play one or two events here and play one or two in other venues like PLO at the Venetian or whatever. I think this year I'm going to be playing more bracelet events. Probably more this year than in the last 4 years put together.
Wow.
And I'm going to give myself and there are some great, in this first week, there's the PLO yesterday, which didn't work out. There's the 1K that I'm playing today, which I'm still in. And we've got the Millionaire Maker, we've got Seniors, which I'm going to try and slip into without people knowing that I'm obviously 20 years too young. But,
no doubt.
But, they might let me in. So there's a few good events in this first week or so, and then we'll just have to see how it goes,
So how do you feel about the state of poker right now? Things have changed so much over the past 5 years. Where do you think the game's headed, and are we in a good place?
Well, it's obviously. I don't know many people who got into poker and then stopped, not voluntarily. It's a game that people love when they find it, and so. It will continue to grow. Certainly, in a grassroots way, it's huge. Obviously there are problems on the online side. It's getting harder for companies to make big money, and they're having to reassess the value of sponsored pros, and it's harder to sell it on the TV. They have to be a bit more imaginative about the kind of shows they put out there. And but there again, there's all these emerging markets, and it's growing in parts of the world where you didn't traditionally associate with poker. And I think it'll continue to get more popular. Whether it'll be as high profile on the TV, whether the internet will, there's all these problems about the markets being segregated and all that kind of stuff, and various issues, legal issues and taxation issues, and that's a side of it which is in the hands of of the politicians and the business people. But for the players, we love the game, and there's more choice, there's more variations, there's more places to play, and the game's only going to get bigger and more popular.
Well, it's going to keep growing and growing with people like you out in the forefront.
Oh.
I gotta tell you, it's an honor to just have a couple minutes to sit down and get to talk to you. So
real pleasure. Hopefully speak again sometime in the next couple of weeks.
Absolutely, man. We bring another bracelet over here.
Okay, yeah,
we'll talk to you again.
Definitely, I promise I'll come over. Cheers.
Barney, thank you so much.
Bye.
There you go, guys. One of the all-time greats, Barney Boatman, taking a couple minutes to stop by. Really appreciated that. Boom. You cannot miss a minute of this show. You literally cannot miss a minute of this show.
You never know who's going to be on for only a minute.
Are you kidding me?
Barney
frickin' Boatman just stopped by.
I'm hoping to see Ben Affleck.
Oh, look who else just stopped by. Yeah, you're on camera too, sweetie. Here, come here. This is my daughter Amanda. For you guys that have never seen her. All right, Amanda, say hi to everybody.
Hi.
There you go. All right, why don't you go back over to Mommy, all right? I love you. You're the bestest.
And just so you know, it is legal for her to be in the hallways here at the Rio. She
Yes.
just can't be in the gaming areas.
Yes.
So, yes, you can bring your kids. They just can't go in and rail you while you're playing.
All right, so there you go. Like I said, you never know.
Oh.
Hey, as I was saying, I want to make sure I get this promo in.
Oh, yeah. Golden Nugget. PPC.
The PPC, the Players Poker Championship, Golden Nugget Desert Open, June 29th through July 1st. Coming up, we got 3 events in there, and of course, the really cool thing about these events is you are playing to go to Aruba.
Ooh, Aruba
for the Tour Championship event. Always a great, and this tour has exploded. With it being more of a satellite structure, people are just digging this.
What are the buy-ins?
You've got 3 events, of course, and all starting at 5 o'clock. So guys, if you blow it in your early event and just can't stand being in the Rio anymore, an awesome alternative But, of course, it's just a great alternative anyway if you want to go play this. 5 o'clock on the 29th, we got a $300, $330 total. No Limit Hold'em kickoff tournament. Monday is another 5 p.m. No Limit Hold'em deep stack tourney for 135 plus 15. And on Tuesday, also at 5 o'clock, No Limit Hold'em last chance turbo 180 plus 20. They got event one has a guaranteed first prize of a $4,000 PPC Aruba package. 2 and 3 have a $2,000 PPC Aruba package guarantee. So some great events if you're going to be here in Las Vegas and you want to play something a little lower cost, but in a great structure with wonderful guys. Brian Olin and team have been.
Now, when he says package, that means airfare included, right? That's what a package means, right? Ooh. See, that makes a big difference because I've had friends that have won like a World Series of Poker package and it didn't include travel money and it caused a lot of issues. When I won my World Series of Poker main event seed, I got travel money.
Yeah.
$3,000 in travel money. I had to go 8 miles, Mark.
Yeah,
exactly. My buddy had to go 3,000 miles. He's in Hawaii and he got no travel money.
Oh, well. I'm sorry.
Travel money is a big deal.
Yeah, but if you want to learn more about the PPC, go to ppcpokertour.com. They've got events all over the United States. Great time, and we hope to maybe pop over there real quick and say hi to everybody when they're in Las Vegas. So make sure you check it out at ppcpokertour.com. Oh, I'm already exhausted. What a day. Day show. I'm getting yelled at.
By the girl that's been doing all the work all day.
Dennis Phillips, Tom McAvoy.
You gotta give a shout out to the
I
hard-working lady over there.
I will.
Oh.
I'm just talking about my experience today. And Mike Leah on the day show.
I'm falling in love with the
so
massage
far
girls.
tonight, Kenneth James, who's always exhausting.
Exhausting?
Oh, yeah. I mean, takes your mind to different places.
Oh.
It takes you through a world of wonderment and excitement. And Barney Boatman already on the show tonight. And we still got more to come. We're on for another 45 minutes or so. And God knows if somebody shows up at 8:30, well.
Well, we'll be on for a little bit longer.
We're not going to turn them down. So very, very cool so far on this show. Yeah, let's see. Let's see. Some comments on here. Flipper Fair saying Barney Boatman rocks. You better believe it. Debbie wants to know, says, Mark, put some baby oil on a cotton ball and rub it on your arm. It will take adhesive off. I've gotten most of the adhesive off. Most of it.
No, he has not. I'm looking at it.
No, you don't understand. You don't. But you don't understand.
You want to hear Mark scream?
Don't you dare. I'll punch you. I'll punch you right now.
I could grab a string of it and pull all of his hair off his arm in one little swipe.
No, you don't understand. I was in the shower scrubbing so hard.
All right, that's enough for you in the shower stories.
I mean, it was bad, dude. Lots of adhesive tape there. Let's see. Alex the Donk, welcome to you as well, sir. Good to see you. Yeah, we got those spiffy little info cards.
These are awesome.
Aren't they great?
These are absolutely fantastic. Two-sided. If you can afford to look into one side, you can flip it over and look at the other.
All our great offers are on the board. So we'll be passing those out here at the World Series. And speaking of which, let's take a break.
Already? I'm going to go chase some massage girls. I'll be back in a minute.
Oh, my God. All right, well, I'm going to step back, take a break, and we will be right back here on the Mark Hoke Show. Of course, we are live here at the World Series of Poker. We want to thank you for joining us tonight.
Summer camp for poker players.
Oh, it's something else, kids. If you've never done, well, do. It's a hootenanny. All right, everybody, stick around. We will be right back.
Sports bettors, tired of getting beat every week at your sportsbook? It's time to stop guessing and start winning. We all know cash is king, and it's time to let the team at Sports bettors Tired of getting beat every week at your sportsbook? It's time to stop guessing and start winning. We all know cash is king, and it's time to let the team at Double Digit Covers come to the rescue to help you get the positive cash flow you need to live the life you've always dreamed about. Tony Dos and his all-star sports handicapping team will be in your corner to help you beat the point spread, bring excitement and winning to your betting experience, and build your bankroll to levels you never thought possible. Get free winning sports information at DoubleDigitCovers.com. Stop guessing and start winning today at DoubleDigitCovers.com.
Call now for today's free winner. 1-855-489-2700. That's 1-855-489-2700.
At Team Poker Joker, we build innovative, high-performance, poker-focused apparel designed to keep you cool and calm in tough situations. Wait, no we don't. We've just got a cool brand representing the suits of this beautiful game called poker. Our gear won't make you better, but it will keep a smile on your face. So don't be so serious and show you know how to have fun. Get your Poker Joker gear today at TeamPokerJoker.com. Grin and win today at TeamPokerJoker.com.
The heat is on. Whether you're in the hot seat of a major poker tournament or just dealing with everyday life, stay cool with a brand new Arctic Blue cooling towel. Just wet your reusable and durable Arctic Blue cooling towel in cold water and you'll have instant cooling relief at your fingertips for up to 5 hours. The towel is lightweight and pliable, so you can keep it handy no matter where you are. Plus, it's absorbent enough to make sure you and your clothes stay dry while you stay cool. No need to sweat it out, no matter what you're doing, when you have an Arctic Blue cooling towel handy. So get the same cooling towel used by professional athletes, poker players, first responders, physical therapists, U.S. automakers, and even reality TV stars. So what are you waiting for? Visit them today at ArcticBLU.com and pick yours up today. Plus, enter the discount code MarkHokeShow when you check out and get 15% off plus free shipping to keep some of your cold hard cash in your wallet. It's like the Arctic Blue Bear says, it's not cool to be hot. So pick up your Arctic Blue cooling towel today.
It's time to get on board with the Players Poker Championship Poker Tour. The PPC caters to the amateur player as well as up-and-coming and touring pros with affordable buy-ins and outstanding structures. The fastest-growing poker tour in the United States invades Las Vegas with 3 tournaments, June 29th through July 1st at the Golden Nugget, and Tampa Bay Downs July 10th through the 20th for the North American Championship with $300,000 in guarantees. Win your way to the PPC World Championship in Aruba, featuring the $200,000 guaranteed main event, hosted by PPC Ambassador Joe Sirach. For all the details, visit us at ppcpokertour.com. Join in the excitement in Las Vegas and across the U.S. with the Players Poker Championship Poker Tour.
9 poker players on a dramatic path to glory with unbelievable twists and turns that will keep you on the edge of your seat. It's the Final 9 comic from Room 110 Publishing. Go to final9comic.com to download the first issue preview and get ready for the official launch coming soon. 9 will become 1, one way or another. Final9comic.com. And for more details, make sure to follow them on Twitter and like them on Facebook at Final 9 Comic.
RunGoodGear.com is one of poker's premier online stores for apparel. Their mission is to provide poker players with stylish and comfortable clothes for their daily grind. You've probably seen Run Good Gear at the World Series of Poker through Run Good Poker Pro Rob Salaburo, or around the country through the WSOP circuit. Today, RunGoodGear.com is the place to go to gear up for the poker fell. So go there now with the promo code HOKE, that's HOKE, for 10% off your entire online purchase. Remember Hoke. Now, go gear up.
Want more of The Mark Hoke Show? Then follow us on Twitter at Mark Hoke Show and like our Facebook page at The Mark Hoke Show for show news and outstanding poker content from around the world. Plus, enjoy the show anytime by subscribing to our podcasts on iTunes or at markhokeshow.podbean.com. We're even on your mobile phone at markhokeshow.podbean.com/mobile. Thanks for listening and being a part of The Mark Hoke Show.
This is the Mark Hoke Show.
The Mark Hoke Show.
Here again, your host, Mark Hoke.
And we are back in have you on the show today. It is the third day of the World Series of Poker, but day one for us. Nate down along for the ride there as soon as he turns his mic on.
Yeah. It's his first day of the World Series of Poker.
Okay, that's true. You were here for day one. That is very good point. Very good points.
Some of us just stay as healthy as we can be.
Yeah. Some of us didn't end up with tubes up their nose. Oh, that was
hey,
such
look,
a
Mark,
suck.
a rubber band. It's not a hose. You're okay. You're
Thank
in good
God.
shape.
Thank God. No, I've had bad experiences with those too, but we won't tell that story from my childhood. Oh my God! Thank you for joining us here on the Mark Hoke Show, and of course, a couple things. Don't forget to follow us on Twitter at Mark Hoke Show. That's a good thing to do.
It is. I'm Grinding and Ground on Twitter. Please follow me also.
Yeah, don't follow him.
Grinding, the letter N, ground.
Don't follow him until he changes that name.
Why? You can also follow me at Vegas Tales. C-A-L-E-S.
See, you're double sneaky. So mine are just all.
Somebody
Mark
offered to
Hoke.
buy. Somebody offered to buy Vegas Tales. Well, threatened me and then kind of offered to buy it. So I made another one, and I've been using that one more often than Vegas Tales.
Oh,
so
that's a good deal.
Yeah.
And of course, we also have. Don't forget, we have our 1K satellite contest going on, which, if you're here in the Rio, we've got entry forms for you. But you can also enter it online on markhokeshow.com. We are giving away a 1K satellite seat,
and
for filling out a piece of paper or giving like 5 pieces of information. Plus, we've got Jonathan Little seminar giveaway, Float the Turn. We've got Sun Buggy Fun Rentals has been kind enough to donate some dune buggy riding experiences. We're giving away one a week on that.
Really? I didn't know about that. That's huge.
Yeah.
Oh, those sun buggies are so fun. You get on a sand rail and just trot around that little desert. Oh, my God. You will taste sand for a week.
Okay, that means I'm going to pass. But we have those, and of course, we've got some Mark Hoke Show Run Good Gear T-shirts up here, too, to give away. So, guys, all you got to do is just sign up real quick. Click, boom.
Easy.
Simply done. So
$1,000 satellite seat to the World Series of Poker.
Yeah, now, if you can't make it, you win the seat, but you can't get down here.
Let me know.
We are giving away a cash value on that, too.
Aww.
So we're giving away like 40%. So we're doing like $400.
Oh, that's not bad.
Yeah. So God forbid you can't get down here. You can still enter the contest, and cash is cash.
Can somebody play
Right?
proxy? Maybe.
Yeah. Nah.
If you win it.
I don't play that game.
Aw. So if somebody won the
We'll
1,000 and said,
discuss
"Hey,
it.
Mark, why don't you just play it for me?" You'd be like, "No, let me send you $400 instead."
Yeah. That would look pretty bad for me. And of course, if you guys haven't been listening to the show for a while, of course, we are on KLAV 1230 AM, so we are on real terrestrial radio, Wednesdays at 3 p.m.
And replayed Friday nights at 9 p.m.
Yeah, so we got a great show going on there. We've had some fantastic guests stopping into the studio and
Make sure
joining
you
us.
listen tomorrow night. That's going to be fun. We were hokeless this last Wednesday.
That is true. I'll have that podcast up probably tomorrow, so you can check that out. And we're also going to be podcasting these episodes too. When I am not stupid and remember to hit the sound record, so I'm probably have to go back and re-record these on a break. But we will also have the videos up on YouTube as well as soon as Ustream stops being dumb. So we'll have those, so you can check out everything that's happening here live, including the camera getting kicked this morning during the Tom McAvoy interview. That was fun. It's something else. But if you want to listen to us here in Las Vegas, it's 1230am.com or 1230am.
KLAV1230am.com.
Yeah, and the website is KLAV1230am.com. And we will be debuting sometime in June on KBAD here in Las Vegas.
Sports 920 AM.
That is going to kick some ass. Of course, the home of NBC Sports here in Las Vegas.
Woo-hoo.
Friday at 5 o'clock Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern. Can we get a better spot than that? All these people are trapped in their cars here in Las Vegas, and we're going to take advantage of it by giving them the greatest poker show in the world. It's pretty cool stuff there. So
best way to do it.
Yep. So check it out. It's right up there. Sports 920 The Game. 920thegame.com. So
Check it out. We're
Yeah.
moving station. Well, not really
No, we're not
moving.
moving. We're not moving, man. We're going to be on Las Vegas radio 3 times a day, a week.
So awesome. So
Oh.
awesome.
I don't want. Something weird is going on.
There's some major wild bingo action going on in the Run Good Lounge.
No idea. Oh, my God. But, yeah, and if you're here at the World Series, come down and see us. We've got the Run Good Gear Lounge just about completed. We're also going to be selling Run Good Gear products. We got Blind Squirrel apparel products. We've also got Arctic Blue cooling towels. We have Team Poker Joker hats.
We've got to get Alan Kessler.
Oh, look! Are you kidding me?
Alan, you got to come over and get on.
What's the only way to follow Barney Boatman? Well, it's obviously the chainsaw. I mean, what else are you going to do? Alan Kessler.
Are you on live now?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
No, I'm not sitting here to look cute, my friend.
I just busted the 10K deuce. That was really upsetting.
Oh, no. Here, go to talk into there you go.
I missed every third draw that I had, and every so often I'd make a hand and somebody would have a better notched hand than me. Just really ran bad.
I'm very sorry, Alan.
It's okay.
Well, next time just give me 1,500 and I'll win it for you.
It was 10,000.
Oh, that's what I'm saying. Give me 15. You know, I'll take that. I'm not a picky guy, you know.
Jesse Martin, who also busted right when I busted at a different table, he said he thinks I should play the 1K from the noon.
You think so? That would be interesting.
There's only 700 people left, and they're paying 200 and something.
And you can still get in?
Yes.
Wow.
So I have like another 20 minutes to make up my mind.
That's an interesting decision. How many times do you really see decisions like that at the World Series where you have a chance to do something like that?
Yeah, I mean, I played the 4 p.m. event, and now I can play the noon event. Really weird situation, actually.
Alan, if you sign up for that, you make sure you tweet that out. We all got to know.
Yeah, it's kind of bizarre.
That is very
I'm trying
interesting.
to make my decision right now. I don't know. I've like till 8:30, I think.
And of course, for those that forgot, Alan Kessler is the most recent Heartland Poker Tour Player of the Year.
Player of the Year, yeah.
Congratulations to you, my friends. Give him a round of applause, everybody. Alan Kessler taking it down. So Alan, now that's got to stick in everybody's craw because now you got something to really throw in everybody's faces, especially Raymond Davis.
What, that I'm the Player of the Year?
Yeah.
Heartland Poker Tour?
That's pretty good.
Actually, there were some people that like set their mind on that thing and played every single event for the whole year, and I really didn't even go after it till the end of the year when I started making final tables, and got those people like Stan Zlodowski and a few other people really pissed off because they spent their entire year going after something and didn't get it, and I got it just in like maybe a third of the events I played.
Well, you know, one thing that I've interviewed quite a few times, and we don't really get too personal on stuff, but what does that mean to you? I mean, because you're the kind of guy that you're always focused on bettering your game and bettering the poker in general. But what did it mean in your heart?
It's not one of the better things to go for, but I mean, it's still it's a pretty big tour, and there's a lot of people shooting for it. You see the same people at every event, and people take it really seriously, and it's a national televised thing, so I was very pleased to win that. But this year I haven't really gone after it that much because I didn't cash like the first 3 or 4 I played, and then I got involved chasing World Series circuit points, and now it's the World Series already, so I'm way behind the 8 ball on the HPT this year. But I'm going to play a few after the World Series, I think.
Well, you got to defend the title. I mean that's important. I mean.
Yeah, I mean I'm the defending champion, so.
That's pretty cool to say, isn't it?
Yeah, Player of the Year.
You are getting a glint in your eye when you talk about this. I mean, you don't show emotion very much, but I can tell it's got a nice place there for you.
It's kind of depressing to lose the way I did at that tournament.
I'm sorry. What happened?
No, I just couldn't win a hand. It was really weird. And the guy next to me really it seemed like he had never even played deuce before, and against me he just ran really pure, and against everybody else he would just dump off his chips. Really weird.
Yeah, well, that happens against Phil Ivey.
I mean, the guy, I'll give you an example. He stayed pat on the first draw, and then the second draw, I drew 2, and somebody else drew 1, and he decides to draw 1. Like, it's like never, ever done in deuce. I don't know
wow.
if people even understand that, but it's just...
Well, yeah, basically what that means is when you stand pat, you think your hand is good, and you don't need to draw any more cards.
And we both
so
drew
standing,
twice,
yeah,
and then he broke on the second draw. It was really bizarre, but he did several things like that.
Yeah, well, sorry, Alan, but still a long World Series to go.
I just got a text from my advisor. He says go for it. So I got to go by the end of this tournament.
All right, there you go.
He's my poker coach, whatever. He said to go for it.
So Alan Kessler out of the 4 p.m. tournament, but playing the noon. Unbelievable.
Take it down, sir. Take it
Good
down.
luck to you, Alan. Alan Kessler, everybody.
Wow.
That guy is something, isn't he?
He is the hardest working poker player out there.
He is.
He is on one side of the country one day, he's on the other the next day playing an event that he thinks is worth his time.
He is always looking for the buy.
Yeah.
The best buy.
Yeah, and you can go out there and watch some of the videos. He is one of the biggest nits in the world.
Amazing.
His buddy Raymond Davis actually put up a GoFundMe date for Alan Kessler.
I saw
for
that.
a whole $17, and it got funded. So Alan, next time we talk to Alan, we're going to ask him about his $17 date and what happened. I've got to know. For $17, did he get some?
The fact that no one has done a reality show with Alan Kessler and Raymond Davis, it just makes me wish I had production equipment.
Well, hey.
I would do that in a heartbeat. By the way,
Hit that donate button, everybody. Let's get this going.
There you go. Chino Reem walking down the hall.
Hey, Chino. How's it going, buddy?
Chino? The World Series where everybody knows your name. It's kind of fun.
Yeah. Well, everybody knows Chino's name because he still owes them money.
But Chino knows my name.
He does. He knows mine too.
That's good. Makes me happy. Oh my God!
I'll give you a hint. Never go to a strip club with the Mizrachis, Chino.
Don't even get me started.
If you take a cab,
seriously.
make sure you're the first one out because my buddy was the last one out, and they stiffed him with the cab ride. All these other millionaires, and my buddy who is just at that time he was barely even working. He got stuck with a cab fare.
Not good.
No. Don't be the last one out of the cab.
Let's see. I am Greek was asking to turn the sound up. Yeah, if you notice at the beginning of the interview, I tried to get Alan to lean into the microphone.
He did for a second and then leaned right back.
Yeah, I did have that cranked to about 8.5. So not much I could do on that one, but that's the way it goes. Yeah, this is funny. We got some people in the chat box firing away about this Alan Kessler review. I am Greek. He almost smiled.
He did smile when he looked down on his phone and his backer said, "Play it."
Do it.
That was a smile. He's like, "Yeah."
Let's see. Dalek Sadonk, AK, putting the pain down. Did Kessler hit a jackpot? Why is he smiling? I am Greek. Never seen a full smile from him.
Because he was told he could go play the noon event because he just got busted out of the 4 p.m. event.
But the comments about the smiling stuff, Alan doesn't. When he's out in public, when every time I've interviewed him, he's very focused and forward, and But to hear him, you saw it.
Oh, yeah.
You saw it. I mean,
you're at the World Series. There's a glimmer in every man's eye that's knowing that they're going into another event with a chance to win a bracelet. Yeah, you're gonna smile, aren't you? Wouldn't you? I am.
Well, and that's the thing with Alan winning the Heartland Poker Tour event, or Poker Tour series, and being the Player of the Year. Alan
without a win, did he have a win? An actual win in the HPT? I don't think he had an actual win.
I don't think he did, but he had like 6 or 7 final tables.
Yeah.
But the thing about Alan is he's regarded in the game by a lot of people as being a contrarian. He's the cheap guy.
He's being escorted to a seat right now by a man in a suit.
That Dave Lamb over there. The guy that is always complaining about the rules and starting Twitter fights with everybody, and he's looking out for the game, but he does it the wrong way. A lot of people say anyway. But for him to
Sean Rice,
there you go. For him to win such a prestigious title as a Heartland Poker Tour Player of the Year, it validates him as a poker player to many people. People know he's a good player. He's won a lot of events and won a ton of final tables. Great
he's
wins.
the winningest poker player on the
wins.
WPT.
Great wins
He's
out
got
at
more
the
cashes
Borgata
than anybody else.
Yeah, and cashes. That's the thing, is that people look at it and say, Alan's the master of reaching, finishing 8th at the final table and things like that. That's the rap that he gets. But for him to put something like that together and say, now here is something you can't say I knitted my way to. I didn't knit my way to this. I had to win week in, week out, and get to final table after final table after final table over a tight stretch of tournaments. To him must be something incredibly special, and it really takes one of those arguments away from a lot of people.
Well, and with the Heartland Poker Tour, that's not just in 2006 when I was playing on the Heartland Poker Tour. It was really in the Midwest. It was in the Heartland.
Right.
It wasn't out here in Las Vegas. It wasn't in California. It wasn't in Florida. They're everywhere now, and they're doing so many different things. The HPT has grown so well in the last 10 years. It's just absolutely amazing. Better than the World Series, in my opinion.
Wookie Way yelling at us in the chat box. What is this weak-ass marketing?
Weak?
It's been a busy day. We did get posts out. We did get some tweets out. But if you guys only knew. Oh, my God.
It will get better.
Today's
been a hard day.
For reasons that I really don't feel are appropriate to reveal, we had to wait to set up our booth until we were given permission today. We could have been doing this at 9 o'clock tonight, which would have been horribly bad. It would have super sucked.
Yeah, even on the KLAV show, I said that we might not be there until Friday.
Yeah. So, it's been a busy day. Very busy day. But I will give the big shout out to my wife, who has done an amazing job. I put 4 banners up. 5. Yes, we know, and I am telling you, you did an awesome job. I know. See, this is what happens. I try to give her credit, and I get a giant FU. I'm getting yelled at.
She brought me a coffee today. Thank you. Thank you very much, Kristen, for bringing me a coffee. I appreciate that. Hey, no problem. Anytime. I'd rather ride with you than him.
This is just devastating to me.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
I have to backseat drive with Mark. I didn't have to with her.
Yeah, so Wookie, I promise you we will do a little better job. Plus, it's nice to have everything set up. Al Can't Hang is in the house. I don't know if Al's trying to run away.
Come on.
Is he?
Come on, get on it.
Oh.
Grabbing his own interviews. We can't interview him.
Come on.
He needs his own interview.
I'm crushed. The Philadelphia kid. Al Can't Hang. We'll get Al Can't Hang.
More often than we probably want to this summer.
Oh, that's all right. We love Al, and it's good to see Al's recovered from that surgery too.
He's a great guy. He's been in the poker world for a really long time, been following everybody, and
puts in a hell of a lot of work.
Yeah, he's done a lot for the poker world.
All right. Oh, before we're done tonight, let's get everybody a little bit of an update on what is happening in event number 2. This is the one that everybody's watching right now. The $25,000 mixed max
JC
no limit Hold'em
Chino's
tournament. Oh, Chino's sneaky fast, man. He's got to be. Down to
he stays so skinny so he can slide through those rail posts that those fat backers of his.
You know what? I've gotten to hang out with Chino and done a couple of great interviews with him, and he is something else. Seth Polanski is something else too.
Hardest working man out here.
We're almost done, I promise. Seth is shaking his head like, my God.
Clean this mess up. It's the Mark Hole show. Clean your hole up, Mark.
4 left. Aldi Carolus trying to hang on here, is retaking the lead. He's at $3.43 million, leading J.C. Tran 3.35. Jason Moe is at 2.5. Vanessa Selp's hanging on at a little over $500,000.
And Matt's out.
And Matt Giannetti was eliminated in 5th place. But boy, what a great final table that was. Darren Elias sitting around there, Robert Tepper on this thing too, Giannetti. Impressive.
$800,000 for first place. J.C. Tran is going to have fun spending that money.
Well, it's not over yet. It's certainly.
JC's got. Have you seen what he's done so far this year?
Oh, I know.
And just in the last few weeks.
I'm not debating the ability of JC Tran, but I got to tell you, for DeCarolis to be hanging in there right now and leading this tournament with that kind of final table pressure. I mean, I got to tell you, Giannetti is a tough guy to get rid of in a tournament, and you got Vanessa Selps and J.C. Tran bearing down on you. That is impressive that he's even still in this tournament.
Well, he might have luckboxed. We don't know the hands that he got or whatnot. He could have got it in bad and luckboxed the river.
Check updates, but he's still there.
Yeah, read those updates. Find out how Mac got busted.
So pretty impressive stuff coming out of that Mixed Max tournament, and we will soon have another bracelet winner. Of course, we did have one bracelet winner already.
Roland, employee from California.
Chad Holloway, no longer the
reigning champ.
The reigning employees event champion, and we'll get those results for you in just a second.
But he's still the World Series of Poker bracelet holder, Chad Holloway.
It's still tattooed on his wrist. He came to the World Series this year with actually an imprinted tattoo of that bracelet on his wrist. Did you know that?
No, I did not know that.
No, he didn't. I'm just kidding.
Oh, okay. I was going to say, Chad's not the type of guy that's just going to tattoo himself, even with a bracelet.
Roland Reparejo, your champion of the employees event, picking up the first bracelet of 2014, knocking off Corey Emery. So big congratulations to Roland. Bracelet number 1 this year.
They played so well that they actually had to take the time out and come back today and finish that.
Yeah, that's saying something because the World Series is pretty tough on that, but they will try and give you an extra hour to wrap it up if you can do it.
Could you imagine being heads up and they're like, okay, let's just call it a night, guys, and you're working on your first World Series of Poker bracelet. Heads up, and they want you to stop for the. I couldn't do it.
Having to take the time to think about it.
Sleep?
Yeah, I mean, it's ridiculous.
Oh.
That's part of the reason that I hate that they stop it. Because honestly, what are you gonna do? You're gonna get out. You're gonna get a little something to eat, probably. You're gonna hang out with your friends. You can talk a little bit about it, and then you're gonna go into your hotel room and you're gonna look up at the ceiling and say, I am playing heads up for a World Series of Poker bracelet, and that will not stop for the next 12 hours. You're gonna be lucky. You better have some Ambien handy because
and you
if you
can't
don't,
oversleep. It's heads up. You can't. If you're late, you are going to get blinded off very quickly.
Yeah. So.
I do not want to have to come back heads up because what happens if you're staying over at Planet Hollywood and you get into a wreck and you can't leave?
You're worrying too much.
There's just too many things that could go wrong.
But at that point, can't you afford to rent a room here at the Rio?
Can't
you just say
if they're gonna call it and say, hey, we're gonna stop this heads up, I'd almost demand.
I'd be grabbing the.
Can you give me a roll-away in the bathroom, please?
Say just something. I'll take
a pillow under the Mark Hoke show booth.
Yeah, there's plenty of room in here now.
Yeah, I'm telling you. The underneath of these tables, man, we can fit a sleeping bag and a pillow, no problem.
All right. So that's where we are right now for the 2014 World Series of Poker, day number 4. What else do we get? Some other questions. Well, we got some other questions in here real quick. Let's see. Kristen still sick. Kristen's fine. She didn't get anywhere near as blasted as I did, obviously. Been to Hash House yet? I have, of course, been to Hash House many times here in Las Vegas. Chad Holloway introduced that to me a couple of years ago.
Oh, such good food.
Yeah. And that's why these little pieces of paper that I hold in my hand, picking up an extra one will be handy. I should send Kristen up to get her voucher, by the way. Let's see. Trying to beat Holloway in GPI Fantasy Poker. So good luck on that. Debbie wants to know, says, I would have a blanket and pillow and sleep at table if I got heads up. I can tell you security would not allow you to do that. That wouldn't work.
If they called the game and said you have to come back tomorrow?
Yeah, they clear everybody out of the room.
So I'd still have a pillow and a blanket, and I'd be sleeping right here underneath the Mark Hoke show booth.
You could sleep outside the door of the Amazon room.
Yeah. But they lock it.
That one, they probably wouldn't appreciate it. but technically you could find a way to weasel that. But you would not be able to sleep there because they lock these rooms down at the.
Well, that way
at the
nobody
end of
can
play, so.
sneak in ships that don't belong and go in and mess people's ships up.
Debbie's saying, I know security would kick me out, but hey, a girl can dream.
Amen.
So there you go. Yeah, and Greg Merson, chip leader in the PLO event.
Nice.
Yeah, so
Keep it up.
So boy, we were seeing some big names trying to
we're
cash
seeing
in
some
here
big
early on
names.
at the World Series of Poker 2014. Speaking of cashing in, we have some more work that we've got to get done tonight as we get ready to come back. Of course, once again, we're going to be broadcasting daily at 1 p.m. Pacific and 6:30 p.m. Pacific here live from Rio. And, of course, we'll also be on KLAV1230am.com and, of course, KLAV 1230 Wednesdays at 3 o'clock. So, basically, we're just going to be continuing our show right on to KLAV on Wednesdays. And getting ready for the show on KBAT as well. So all sorts of stuff happening there.
Barry Greenstein.
Yes. All right. So that, kids, is going to wrap it up for the day. Lots of fun today. Boy, just a ton of great guests. Man, that's day one. I don't know what's going to happen the rest of this World Series. But it is something else. So, yeah, Dan will...
Phil Locke's going by, David Baker.
Yep, there you go. All right. So let's call this a.
Oh, this is not. We could get so many more. Billy Baxter's coming by. Come on.
I see that. Yeah.
Mr. Baxter, would you like to come over and say hello to the Mark Hoke Show? Do you have a second?
Just dust that. Okay. Well, maybe we got Billy Baxter coming in here. Wow, this will be all right.
I'm Nate Delman. This is Mark Hoke. Come on over.
Yeah, we have some mutual friends. Oh, okay. Oh, all right. Well, yeah. Okay, well, maybe we'll try and record something or figure something out there. Good try, though.
Billy Baxter, buddy.
That's the guy we've been.
That's the guy we've been trying to pin down for the interview.
We'll get him. All right. So I'm gonna say that's gonna be it. So.
Are you sure I can pull Mr. Schneider over? He'll come over. He's walking away right there.
Yeah, we're okay.
There's so many good faces. Who do you not want to talk to in the Rio?
Come
on down and join us at the booth. Come on.
Yeah, we're gonna have a great time. So that is gonna do it for us, guys. We do appreciate you being with us here on the Mark Hoke Show. It has been one great show today, and we're gonna have more tomorrow. Guys like that. The talent is everywhere. So we will see you guys next time here on the Mark Hoke Show. Thanks for joining us. Catch you tomorrow, 1 p.m. Pacific. Have a good one.